Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm of course Bongai. Today we're going to be continuing on with our Transport Fever 2. This is originally a series that I started over when I was doing live streams over on Twitch. For those that don't know, guys, I've recently moved all my streams over to YouTube as well, which I will now be streaming 4 days a week: Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. So if you are new to the channel, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe and turn notifications so you get notified when they upload new content and when I go live, of course. Now, last time we were on this, we were on chapter 1, episode 3, or mission 3. We're going to be going in chapter 1, mission 4, which is the specific paradise at top of the bombo. So I'm going to click straight into that now, guys. That's how we get on.
The west coast of Mexico at the close of the 19th century. An unassuming spot with an auspicious name, Topolobampo. With a climate milder than anywhere else. Plains as fertile as the Garden of Eden. And in the mountains, untold riches. The perfect place to make a utopia come true. A life of freedom and equality for all. You have just bought a patch of land from the Mexican government. Here, your vision is supposed to become a reality. Free and fair society. Together with a few like-minded people, you are going to build the city of the future in Topolobampo. It shouldn't be all that difficult, since you've already built several railway lines, successfully.
So here we are, guys. Topolobampo. What a name, eh? What we'll do before we continue on with any particular missions, we're going to have a quick look around at the actual island to see what is around. Just give ourselves a bearing of what's going on there. We've got some sort of export exchange over here. Obviously, the main town of Topolobampo, which is small but very unique at the same time. Quick look over there. We've got what looks like, there we go, Silver Spoon Factory. Oh, there we go. We've got the forestry over here, and we've got the silver mine over here, which is not something you hear very often. Silver mine. There's some sort of, don't know what that is, to be quite honest with you, but there's something there. And over here we've got another dock, which is a distillery of all things, actually. Another little town, which doesn't seem to have a lot going at the moment. There's a little factory there of some sort. And then over here, we've got the cactus farm, which from what I can gather here is going to be the fuel for the distillery. So let's jump straight in.
Excellent raw materials can be found in the surrounding area. All you need to do is get them into town.
We need to get 30 logs into Topolobampo. So first thing we're going to need to do over here is we need to make sure we've got an actual somewhere for deliveries to be dropped off at. So an unloading spot. So we'll grab one of them and we'll place it down there, just near that post. In fact, we'll do it about there, just in the corner there. And as we know, guys, we've got the login over here, so we're going to have to put a path in across there. Over here, we're just going to continue with an actual road and go by road rather than using rail. And then we'll put a nice curvature in there. Hopefully it'll be okay. That's a bit drastic, so we'll shorten that road down. Like so, that's better. Not the same width on the road, but not to worry. And then what we're also going to need over here as well, guys, is a depot for the stuff to be collected from. So we'll just put a quick one just down there, just right opposite the actual forestry. Like so. We need 30. So what we'll do, and I know the horses actually only carry around about 5 logs each, so we'll make sure we get 6 cargo, well, horse transport. So I can't remember. My mind's gone completely blank. So let's go straight in here. We'll get a road depot just on the side there. We put it that side or we put this side? I think we'll put this side. And for those that don't know, guys, if you're holding the left shift key, as you press M or N to rotate, you get a smaller precision. You can make it a little bit straighter. So as I said, we need 30, so we'll get 6 carriages straight off. And you've got to make sure you get the right carriages as well, guys. So we'll go straight in there with 6, not 61. We'll get 6 of them. And there we go. And we'll put in a new line. So we're going to be going... It doesn't matter how I do this. They'll go straight to this depot first. They always seem to do that. I don't know why. So we'll go from there. It wasn't letting me click it. I can't have been zooming in long. There we go. And providing we're up and running, let's put that on full speed. And we should start seeing these actually come out now. My God, that is the first time they've ever done that, guys. I won't lie. I have played this game many times now. And whenever I send out new cargo or new... I know, yeah, them. They always seem to go to the empty depot first. So this is going to be pretty quick, which is good. They're going to get these 30 straight over to there. We'll drop them straight off. And if you actually click on these guys, if you've never played them before, you get a little camera. And you can actually follow it from the horse's eyes. Yep, there we go. We got 5. This delivery is going to be very quick. We've got enough carriages straight off to get this up and running. And then at some point, we'll have to put a train station in of some sort so we can get the other items collected as well. So we'll just let them run through very quickly. Might just speed them up ever so slightly. Our first drop off is due now. Here he comes. We should start to see this number on the left there go up. I mean, you don't have to put in the full amount straight off, guys. If you want to play the game a bit more slow, a bit more realistic, then you can do. If you want to go with just the one carriage. Bear in mind, if you want to do deliveries and buildings, then it's going to take a long time before you get anything done. We're halfway there already. And then our last one is just coming down the road there. And that is that part done. First mission complete.
The project is growing and thriving. Thanks to the high quality materials, the buildings that have gone up look downright stately. The first settlers have moved in. Everyone is working busily to make the perfect society a reality. But a fulfilled life includes more than just work. Physical well-being, fun, and amusement are just as important. Make sure that the municipal facilities of Topolobampo are furnished with the necessary consumables. May health and a zest for life pave the way.
So we've got the hotel and the hospital.
The men and women of the colony are strong and healthy. But in spite of that, if an emergency were to arise, it must be ensured that the surgical instruments at the hospital are guaranteed germ-free. Medical-grade alcohol can be manufactured for this purpose from the large numbers of cactuses on hand.
So we need to get 20 alcohol for the hospital and then We'll need something for
The
here.
city of the future will lure plenty of guests who want to marvel at this model of success with their own eyes. That's why the hotel should be fitted with only the finest furnishings, with stylish eating utensils, for example.
And we need 40 spoons, so we're going to have to start looking at getting all these now up and running. We've also got a side mission there, that little bonus track. Take the weight off people's feet, a real streetcar. You kind of have all the glorious cities would suit Tupelo Bombo to a T. So let's just accept that.
The streetcar is a good thing, but on no account should what the draft horses leave behind be allowed to end up in front of the town's prestigious buildings.
So we need to put the streetcars in and making sure that the horses don't leave any mess behind. We're going to put a station in here and one over there, guys. So we'll crack on with this one. I think we'll go with that. We'll go with a 3-lane. Gonna go with a 4-lane. A 3-lane should be enough, to be honest with you. And again, if you're holding the left shift, you can get that little bit extra tweaking. And we'll put a 1 station over here because we only need the 1. And then we'll get these linked up. Get the track straight onto there. And it should go straight onto that. There we go. Nice bit of a curvature there. And then we're going to need 1 over here as well on the distillery point. Let's go straight back into here. We'll put a 2 track on this particular one, which doesn't need to be too long. In fact, we'll go maybe 120. And we'll get on the end there if it'll let me put it in. It has. And then we're going to need 1 for the cactus to get over to here. So we only need a 1 track over there. Brilliant. Right, so we'll get this one hooked straight up. Let's just see where we are heading and if we can get this done in one go. Maybe not. And that'll go onto the back of there. Now then, what I've got to think about as well, guys, is I'm going to be having a car go over there, so I need to make sure that anything on this line can cross over onto there also. And then from here, we're going to need to get one from there over onto this as well. And that should go straight in to there, which it does. And then the last thing we need to do, guys, is make sure that we've actually got a train depot. Couldn't think of the name there for a minute. I think what we'll do is we're going to put this down there on the edge there. Let's have a look. Put that like so. And then we can get that. And it can go onto there like so. And then hopefully, if we can get another one go from there. And onto that line. Now that allows us to get trains onto this particular track as well. Now, what we've also got to consider, guys, is that obviously any produce that is made needs to then be travelled into town. We'll put another road in. And we've got the arch there. And we'll do a nice straightforward. There. And then we could put another little collection point up here as well. That is all up and running. Just to confirm, we can get a train onto this track, and we can get one onto there, and one from there can go onto the other track going over there. So let's go in there and get some vehicles purchased. We'll get the small one, and then what we're going to do is make sure that we've got the correct cargo for the job. This particular box cart will carry cactus, alcohol, and spoons. So that'll be getting used quite a bit. Let's get 4 of them, and we'll buy that lot. And we'll stick this on its own new line, which will be going from here to here. Let's just make sure he gets a chance to get out and go and start getting some cactus. And then we'll get another one on. Now, cactus won't be as heavy. Well, I suppose it will be as heavy. But we'll get the same cart. And we'll go with that train. Just to get something different in there. And we'll do exactly the same because this can carry alcohol. And again, we'll have another line going from here to there. And that's that up and running. But then we need to make sure we get the silver transported over as well. This cannot transport silver. This one can, so get 4 of them. And we'll get this linked on another new line. Go from there over to here. And that is all brilliant. So what we could do, guys, they'll be up and running. They'll all get on. What we're going to do here is we're just going to name these so we can see what they are. We'll call it the silver line. Then we've got the alcohol line. The other line is the cactus line. Oh, there we go. And then the red line is the forestry. So we'll call it timber. And if we put RD, then we know that's the road. And that the others are all rail. Just to give us a bit more of an idea when we're looking at it. Because over time things can get a little bit confusing as you're going through. Now then, while we'll give these plenty of chance to get some batches built up, we'll concentrate on getting the actual street cart sorted. So we need to transport 10 people around, but without getting any mess on the actual lines. But first of all, what we're going to do, we're going to go in here, guys. We'll get a road depot. We'll place it somewhere in the back of here. On that junction would have been ideal, but that would mean removing the building. Like so. And then we need to get some stops. Now these are tram stops, which are going to need power for tram lines. We're going to put a depot either side as I go up, just to make things a little bit easier. Do them at the same time. And I'm not going to go down any of these side streets. I usually would, but I'm not going to bother this time around. I'm going to do the same there. And then back round again. Almost making a full circle, so to speak. And we've got to make sure we pass the actual brewery, but not actually at the brewery, if you know what I'm saying. We can't do it there, so we'll bring it down onto the edge here. And then we'll be back where we started. And then what we need to do is we go into the tools, and we need to upgrade these roads. And we're only going to be doing the actual roads where the trams are going to be. The street cars as they are at the moment. And that should a nice loop. And then we'll go into here and we'll get our streetcars up and running. So we need the passengers. Where have I got the wrong cargo? Do you know what, guys? After all that, I went and got the wrong station. Let's just go in there. Let's just get that down. So don't make that mistake, guys. Because that could cost you a lot of money. Tram depot. And I went straight for a road one, didn't I, for some strange reason. There we go. That makes more sense. Right. And we can now add some vehicles. Now we are going to start off with the actual horse-drawn guys, because it hasn't stated anything different. We'll get 5 just to get us going, and then we'll create the new route. Missing this one because that is actually a delivery depot. And that should do it. That is it up and running. And they are on their way. So, we need to get no stops near the hospital. Near the hospital? Which we've done. And we need no stops near the hotel. And it's not accepting it because we've got that one there. So, if that is the case... we take that one out. Just see if I can get in there and take it out before anything gets here. Right, there we go. We've got the green tick. All we wanted. So while they're doing this bit, to be honest, we've already carried 8 of the 10 that we needed.
The streetcar is amazing, except that it doesn't stop where people want to go. And thanks to advanced technology, the line could run in the center of town without horse manure lying around everywhere.
So what it's wanting us to do there then, guys, is actually upgrade the horses. So let's go into... let's just take that off. Let's go into there. Let's call back... if we've got the purple line there, so let's just put our streetcars on there, just so we know where they are. If we go into there now, why is that there? Oh, it's because I haven't actually selected it. Right, there we go. Let's see if we can bring all these back, just like that. I'm gonna go into here, see if we can actually upgrade these. Can't, so we'll sell them off. I'm going to go straight into there, and we're going to go for this particular one, and we'll go again with a 6. Or I don't know if it was 5 or 6, but we'll go with 6. And they will all go back on the street line without any horses. Okay. As that gave me the wrong one again. So now we upgrade these guys. We've got to go with the San Diego one. It doesn't require any horses. The first 2 do. If we go in there, get our 6 again. We'll put them back on that same line. Back on streetcars. And as you'll see now, not a horse in sight. Well, there is, but not from the travel point of view. Now that we've got them up and running, we head over to here. And we're going to have to build, buy another couple of horses to transport the spoons and the alcohol. We'll get 4 horses. I'm going to put this on a brand new line. We should go from here, and they will go to this depot.
thanks to the miracle of electricity, now the streetcar can service all the important places. As if that weren't enough, with a pleasant fragrance too.
So we've done the delivery. We've just put so we've now got our new track in there, guys, for the spoons to be delivered to the hotel. So we've named that hotel line just so we know. And then what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go straight in here and we're going to put another drop off or unloading bay, whatever you want to call it there, just outside the actual brewery. And then we're going to go back over here and we're going to do the same again. Buy another 4 horses. And we'll put a new line in purely for the hospital. So again from there to there. And that's that up and running as well. Like I say, guys, you don't have to put these names in. I just think it makes it a little bit easier when you try to understand what is going on. Now, as you notice, guys, this particular hospital line is actually a road. So we'll put the we'll put that in front of that again, and we'll do the same with the hotel. We don't have to do it with the streetcars because that answers itself. So all we need to do now is get the relevant supplies over. We need the 20 alcohol for the hospital and the 40 silver spoons for the hotel. And we should start seeing some cargo getting collected now, which we have. We've actually got some backed up here. We'll let that play through. And it won't be long before we get to our next mission. I do like the fact that they put these little touches in. The amount of detail they've actually put into the game. I mean, they didn't have to make the water look that nice, did they really? When you play from a bird's eye view. But the fact that you get the first person view from the train as well, brilliant. And we've already got half of our hotel supplies there. It won't be long before that one's done. And we've actually done that in quick succession, considering how many alcohol we need compared to how much sorry, the hotel, sorry, not the hotel's half done compared to the hospital. So it's becoming quite a thriving industry straight out the bat there. We've got the forestry going, we've got the silver mine going, the spoon factory, obviously the cactus farm, and then obviously the distillery on top of that as well. And we've now turned probably a non-polluted town or city into a cloud of smoke, no doubt, because we'll have all the streetcars as well as the trains. Streetcars won't be sending off that much pollution, but at the same time it is using electric, so there's been a lot of disruption to the roads. And we'll put a little bit of a time lapse in here even.
Wonderful. The fundamental needs of the community are provided for. Even more is being produced than the colony needs for itself. To enable prosperity to multiply, the surpluses produced so diligently and with lots of enthusiasm ought to be exported. Earnings from the export trade would be helpful during this crucial phase because several investments to the benefit of one and all still lie ahead. Decide which commodity you want to export overseas for the benefit of society.
Clearly, we're going to select alcohol. There's more money in it, I would have thought, and there's a lot more you can produce.
The alcohol from the local cactuses will be used in hospitals all over the world to disinfect things, but that goes without saying.
So now we need to export 30 alcohol over to this, the exporter that we've seen at the beginning there. This could be a bit of a challenge in itself. We if we wanted to, guys, we could put a railway down the back of there, but we won't. We'll stick with the roads.
There are simply too many bachelors hanging around on the streets of Topolobampo. It's enormously detrimental to productivity. That's why you should see to it that their rambunctious ways are tamed. And what better way than the responsible task of starting a family?
We've got another side mission there.
When people get married, they have children. And then they become law-abiding and straight-laced.
Not
you ought
always.
to help out a bit on the subject of romance, so that it won't be long before wedding bells are ringing.
So we've got that to do, but we'll continue with the main part over here. So we're going to need to get some more horses in here, which we can do. I think on this occasion we'll put in 9 because it's going to be quite a lot to deliver. And then we'll put these in again from there. Did that actually make one? From there. I don't know if it'll let me put it on this. It has. Oh, brilliant. Trains. Stations don't match. Right, okay. That's not a problem. Let's get rid of that then. We'll go into there. And we'll just put a depot in just on the edge. At the side. I didn't think it would work, but I thought I'd give it a quick try. There we go. We go back to this. And we'll change these up. Surely I can delete that line. Vehicles online. Oh, okay. Maybe we can't then. What we'll do is we'll get them to come back to the depot. That'll be easier. Take that line out together. And we'll put that back in. New line. From there. Over to... Yeah, good, brilliant. And we'll just call that the export line. Nice and easy. That'll get us our relevant stuff over there. Now we need to do this... well, basically getting adults to mate. And we need to go to this romantic viewpoint up there. So we are going to have to put a road going through here to there. We are going to have to put a little bit of a bridge over there. And we can actually put tram lines in as well, just to make it a little bit easier and a bit quicker. Might be over the top, but hey ho. If we go into this and we just put a road straight from there. Whoa. Let's go back a straight road. Like so. If we get that to go to there, which we can. And what I could do, just to make sure that we don't stop any work from getting done. We can lift that up a little bit. It doesn't need to be like that. That can be brought back down again. There we go. That doesn't actually stop any work getting done. And it says we've also got to plant 10 trees. So if we go over to the over to here, and it's been a while since I've done this. So where's the trees? There they are. We need to plant 10 trees apparently. So let's get some mixed trees in place. Put some rocks in there just so they've got somewhere to sit or hide behind. No benches. We'll put a lamppost in just so that, I think it's a lamppost. Just to shed a little bit of light on the area. And we'll put a couple of seats in just because we're generous. You don't want them all facing each other if they're going there for a bit of a canoodle. Oh, there's actually a lot of seats there as it happens. Now that we've done that, what we can actually go do now is upgrade these roads. Again, I think it's a bit over the top, but we'll put them in anyway. Then we'll put a couple of stops in. And the next stop, up the hill. Although we won't put them right at the top. Just so we don't get anyone in a compromising position. And then what we need to do is go to the streetcars. And we need to add some stations, which would be that one. That one, and then the one up here. And that is all up and running. We've already got the trees marked off. We just got to get 10 people up there now. And let's see how we're getting on as well with regards to the alcohol. Looks like we're getting our first batches dropped off. That should be about 15. Oh no, they're not carrying a lot as it happens. He's actually not carrying any at all. Why is he carrying wood? No idea why, but there we go. So after all those, all that transportation, we ended up with 3 of a possible, I don't know, 30. We put plenty of vehicles in to collect them all. There we are. We haven't got any carriages going up to the, we'll call it the Love Island. Love Island of the this particular era. We have actually got our first transit going over with 6 people on. We only need 10, remember, guys. So if they go all the way up there and they actually get dropped off, happy days. We're more than half the way with 1 load. And there's another 4. So that particular wedding bells thing could be happening anytime soon, guys. For their sins. We've got another vehicle dropping off some alcohol as well now. Oh, that went up a little bit better. So we'll run that through a bit of a time lapse and see how it goes. So there we go. I don't know what happened there, guys. If my audio went down there, I shall correct it. Because I believe, for some reason, my microphone went down a little bit then. So we did the bonus, but it didn't work. Not that it was our issue, not that it was our problem. It's just, you know, traditional marriage. It's a good thing, and then you just get sick to death of the sight of people when you see them every 5 minutes. So we need 5 more alcohol to export, and then we are on to our next mission. Now, I've just noticed there, guys, over here we've actually got this as well, which I'm not totally sure what that is. Have a quick look. Nope, still none the wiser. Whatever it is, it's over here as well.
Fantastic. The export business is on target. Only very few prefer looking for quarrels and being idle. It's no loss when they leave town. But maybe precaution should be taken that others don't do the same. More exports mean more prosperity too. And as a result, more satisfaction for the whole colony so that nobody else will want to move away. More productive farms mean growth, and growth is the solution to all problems. The birds on an island off the coast leave a very potent fertilizer behind.
Very potent fertilizer. So, poop then. This must be that they're talking about. Guana Island. So we need to deliver 10 fertilizer from the Koala Island to the Cactus Farm. Right then. Okay, so this is going to be a bit
Instead of using all the alcohol solely for medical purposes, special guests could be served a small glass of it too. As they say in Mexico, liquor doesn't hit the spot unless there's a worm in it. Set off to find the tangy critters that spend their days underground.
Well, now we're going to be looking for worms as well for the tequila.
The tasty worms can't be found just anywhere. A Mexican market vendor, Senora, thinks there might be a good chance of nabbing some halfway between the forest and the sawmill, if you hurry. Our informer is certain they were still here a moment ago. But the worms seem to have disappeared just as fast.
Oh, okay.
Give it another try on the riverbank near town.
Riverbank near town. I won't lie, guys. There's a lot of money to look for worms, isn't it?
Nothing doing.
No,
Again.
it's the big pool.
They must truly be the speediest worms in all of Mexico. Maybe you'll have more luck at the seaside by one of the many bays.
That's classed as the seaside, is it? It's absolutely desolate.
Ay, ay, ay. You finally caught them. The speediest worms in Mexico.
Right, so now we need to get bird poop from here all the way over to there. So what I think I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to put a road here. We'll get them collected here from road over to here, and then they can get collected by train over to there. So probably not the best way of doing it, but we're going to be doing it anyway. And as it is going over water, we are going to have to put an actual that should work. And then we'll just connect that straight up to let's just put the curve on. Let's go. And we'll have to connect these two roads up now. And then we'll put a depot in there somehow, because we need to put something in there so we can collect it. Like so. And then if we go back to this depot here and we order 6 more vehicles, so we can actually collect this, which is good. We'll buy them and we'll get them to go new line. From there to there. And we'll call that Island Road. And again, I'm going to put RD in there just so I know it is actually a road transport. They'll be picking it up from there over to here, and then from here we can get that delivered to there. In fact, the train that we actually have that goes to there, is it this one? Can that actually carry? No, it can't. I want to see which one that... Ah, so that is the correct one then. So let's just see if we can go into the manage the vehicle on this particular one. And what we'll do is we'll add some additional cargo racks to it. We'll add it that. We'll go into here and we'll add 2 of these so that we can carry the poop. I'm calling it poop. It might not even be poop. That's now going to have 2, so that'll carry 2 lots of this as well over. And then what we need to do is this one, do exactly the same. We'll edit that and we'll get 2 of them as well. And we'll modify that. And that stops us from having to do an additional train and forking out a fortune when we can literally do it purely by adding trucks to the existing one. And bear in mind, guys, we only need 10 of the fertilizer. And as you can see, we've got the trucks going over there to pick it up now. Let's see how many they actually pick up. 5. Right, there we go. As soon as we've got 2 trains over there, 2 trucks over there, we're sorted. So we'll leave that to it, and we'll get this pushed through pretty quick. Wait for it. It's still counting.
As luck would have it, it turns out that cactuses don't grow better when they're fertilized. Just the opposite. The existing plants died. And stinking heaps of bird droppings are piling up everywhere.
Lovely.
Oh my. Despite all your efforts, Topolobampo goes under in a sorry state. Maybe the human race simply isn't ready yet for a life in paradise. So that ideally no one will ever be reminded of this sad episode in the history of mankind, it seems like a good idea to erase any traces of this experiment. It's the only way to enable future generations to start all over again. The remaining stocks of the manufactured goods shouldn't go to waste. The Mexican population is grateful for those kinds of handouts, and you don't end up with nothing to show for it.
So we'll put the wagons on now, guys. We'll get this 90 lot of stock that we've got to get over to here. And then I believe it's demolition time by the sounds of it. We'll see how we get on. We haven't got a lot of gear there as it happens anyway. So... and I can't imagine them wanting the fertilizer, as we know it doesn't work. We've already got one of the possible 90, so we're going to speed this up and get this part done. I'm not too sure if you noticed that there, guys, but for some reason I must have caught an extra 0, and I think we had 100 carts there, so I've just had to delete them and put them back in. And you say that the road conditions are poor, but we don't have to worry about that because we are going to be taking them all down in about 5 minutes, if that.
See to it that no one notices you are ever here. It's the only way to enable more advanced generations to venture a completely new start in the future.
So now we've got to remove everything we've put in, guys. So first of all, we're going to click on that train and get rid of that. We do the same with this. Get rid of all the horses here. We'll start on this side first because there's not as much to get rid of. And I think we're about there, guys. I think we've got everything possibly done.
Oh, well. Goodbye, you paradise by the Pacific. Never to be seen again. You did your best. But the time wasn't ripe for your path-breaking ideas. What a pity. May the children of the future encounter more fertile conditions for establishing the free and fair community of the future.
So that is it, guys, for this particular chapter. We shall go on to the next chapter. Will be chapter 1, episode 6, I believe. Was it 5? I think it might be 5. But that is it for this episode, guys. Like I said before, I now stream here on YouTube Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. everything I do now will be on YouTube. So if you are new to the channel, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications so you get notified when I go live and when I upload new content. If you want to join us over our Discord channel, guys, all the links will be below in the description, as well as a link to this particular game on the different platforms. On that note, guys, take care, and I shall see you in the next video. Ciao for now.